everyone, I'm Nick.
I'm Vic.
And we're MV Board Gaming. We're back with our quarterly review. This is the third quarter of 2023, where we go over games we've played, what we liked the most, what was best new to us, favorite experience, games that have fallen off, and we're just going to go through. So first off, we do statistics, which is how many games we played this quarter, and we played 121 games this quarter. Of those games, 70 unique games, different games. And new to us, 45 games. 45 games that we have not played before. And it does help that we went to Gen Con and Grand Con during that time. All right, so now we're going to go into some other stats. One more stat, and then read some opinions. Most played, and I think you already know this, if you thought about it for a second. Most played this quarter?
Probably Dwarf Romantic.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one standalone at 9. After that, we played the new Castles of Burgundy 6 times. And at Cheat, I played Onitama quite a bit, 6 times as well. All right. Favorite new to you? This is where we talk about our feelings here. So, talk about your feelings, Vic.
Okay, my
favorite new to you this quarter.
New to me, this is a tie because we had so many new games that, as Nick mentioned in the stats breakdown, there were so many new games that we tried between Gen Con, Grand Con, and our everyday lives of trying new games. So for me, it's a tie between Life of the Amazonia and Bamboo.
Okay,
what about yourself?
So I thought you'd get standalone, be able to do Life of Amazonia. I thought it was like a 9.6.
There's a bird on the cover.
It was like a 9.6, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, I didn't pick that one. Mine, I picked 2. One of them I felt like I probably couldn't give it to because I love the game so much already, and that makes sense because it was a new Castle of Burgundy.
Right, that's how I felt with it too.
Right, so it's kind of a cheat. Like I already loved the Castle of Burgundy, but then the Awakened Realms edition came out, and it's like hard to leave it off the list because it was so fun. The new one, like there's never a need to play the old version.
So true.
And the actual winner, I'm going to give it to Bamboo. So I do agree with the other one on your list. Bamboo is just a nice small game by Devere, and it makes me want to play their new one, White Castle, so much. Bamboo is just a nice, clean game in a small box that packs a punch. And a lot to think about that game, which speaks to me.
A lot of fun with that every time we played. So the next stat for us would be most improved. What do you feel has improved the most?
I think this one, easy. This one was easy for me this time. It was Icky.
Yeah, I thought about that one.
Yeah? I thought that was a runaway for me. Icky improved. I thought I was meh on Icky. We added the expansion, and we didn't use the expansion terribly much, a little bit here and there, but really the game just played better for some reason. I don't know what it was, but it just worked well, and we only played at 2, and that's not the sweet spot, so I do want to play it again with the expansion with maybe 3 or 4.
Oh, well, I definitely liked playing it with you. I think, for me, the most improved game is sort of a given, because it's Castles of Burgundy, because it got improved by the stuff.
It's my number 4 game of all time, I think. It was when we did our list, so I couldn't really give it that. But yeah, for you, because it didn't make your list.
Yeah, someone made a critical error when they were making their list and
Yes.
forgot it. So now, in its new variation in our house, it's just really nice. I mean, Andrew's got the acrylic tiles, so he's one step further.
One step above us. You got the
you
acrylics.
could improve further than that means.
All right, fallen out of favor, the exact opposite. So we have Icky and Castle of Burgundy on the upswing. What's on the downswing?
Well, there was a game that had failure to launch. It never even appealed. It couldn't appeal even from the start.
So that's not a drop off.
Oh.
You're just saying this is the worst?
Well, no, I'll tell you, I was excited.
Oh,
Here, let me tell you the story.
I know what it is.
So we bought tickets to this thing. It was like under $20 each, but over $15. So it's probably $16 per person, maybe $18 at Gen Con. And we thought it was going to be like this pub night. They said pub fare would be there, pub snacks, and you'd get to play Zhang Gao, the First Empire. And we would learn it and play it. But there was not very many snacks at all, if any. There was just popcorn. I ate a lot of it. I couldn't stop. I was trying to get my money's worth. You didn't really because you don't like popcorn in your teeth. But we had one drink and the game was not great. And I don't want to fault the person who's teaching it because I really don't think that that's fair. The game wasn't intuitive to me. Something was just wrong with it. I don't know.
Okay, I thought the game was fine. It didn't fall out of favor for me. I would like to play it again.
Okay.
But it's hard to follow the favorite. It's your only time you played it.
Right.
So
Okay.
that just seems like a worst experience of Gen Con type
I
thing.
guess that really was that's a not. I didn't know that nothing fell out of favor.
Nothing? Okay.
No, what fell out of favor for you? Because maybe that's what fell out of favor.
So the first time we played this, we had fun. We played with Andrew and Sam the first time we ever played it. It was just a fun night. We were hanging out playing this game. I enjoyed it. Played it again at 4 players. A little more annoying, not because of who we played with, but just the way it plays, and that's Point City. With having to replace those the whole time, having to replace on Point City those cards, like this one, it kind of has a targeting mechanism,
Right.
where you're replacing it with the opposite,
Yeah.
and you kind of have to keep going over that. What was that every single turn? A little card game. What was here? What was here? What was here? What was here?
Well, all you have to do
What
is
is it?
use those
Every
markers.
turn. Yeah, we gotta start using
Where
those if
people
we're
have
gonna
to
play.
use those, and I
And
found
even
it-
then, it's kind of annoying. It doesn't play as cleanly as it
clunky,
should.
yeah.
The game is fine, other than that, and so that's falling out of favor. It's like, man, I don't really want to do this again.
Right. I can see your point on that. I was feeling that vibe when we were replacing the cards and not knowing, having to stop and think about some rules and stuff. So it wasn't the smoothest.
Right.
All right. I guess I should have picked that one. So, best game of the quarter. What was the bestest ever for you?
All right. So we did play side once, so that normally would be the go-to, but I'm not gonna do it this time because one
I
game.
thought of it.
Yeah, it's always gonna be in the mix if we played it.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna give it to a new game, because it's not a new game. It had an expansion added. That's Lost Ruins. I'm gonna give it to Lost Ruins because I love playing co-op. I loved adding on. I already loved Lost Ruins so much.
Yeah.
Of Arnak. Lost Ruins of Arnak. I'm gonna give it best game because we played it cooperatively, doing those missions, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Can't wait to play it again. We just haven't because of the setup, and we've been trying to review these other games that we have. These new games, we're learning different games when we do play. But I do want to play that, like come back to that pretty quickly. So Lost Ruins, I'm gonna give that the edge this time. Lost Ruins.
Yeah. Well, my best game has to be Life of the Amazonia. I gave it such a strong score. Has a bird on the box. I don't know if I've said that.
I've never
before.
heard that.
Yeah. Has a big bird on the box, and I just love it. It looks so amazing on the table, and it's so fun. So that's my best game. It's easy and obvious.
You want to say your best experience then?
Yeah, it was with playing the Lost Ruins with you.
That was the best experience? Lost Ruins?
I thought so. I like a cooperative game. I don't often get a chance to play cooperative games. You know, we play a lot of competitive. So to work towards, you know, a goal together that was actually challenging was fun.
Yeah, it is perfectly challenging. And it kind of like, when you see what you're doing, it kind of makes you want to pick a certain player maybe to go after that stretch right away.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they can do that pretty good.
Trying out the different characters was fun.
All right, and for my best experience, I'm gonna go with Gen Con. I'm gonna go with playing Bamboo at Gen Con. Just it's the same reason I gave for when we were doing our post Gen Con video. We were there. It was the first game we played. Sat down and I enjoyed it. The very first game we played and demoed.
Set a good tone.
It set a good tone for the trip. It really impressed me. I liked it more than I even thought I would, and I thought I was gonna like it quite a bit. So I'm gonna give playing that with Andrew and Diego, you and Cameron, and I'm gonna give that my experience, my best experience for this quarter.
I had that as a thought as a tie because that Bamboo stood out to me for the reason of setting the tone of Gen Con.
We woke up so early that day.
We did. I was all
Traveled to
grumpy
Indy.
faced too. I was like,
yeah, and then that was her happy.
why are we waking up so early to go play board games?
Yeah,
I was all...
we were definitely tired, didn't sleep very much, and then luckily that game really came through for us.
Yeah.
So that helped
it did.
get us through the day.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's it. That's the last category.
It is. That is our quarter 3 of 2023. We hope you have enjoyed these stats and these experiences. If you do have anything to share for this quarter, please let us know. We'd love to hear the games you've been playing, the experiences you've been having. And if you like this video, please click the like, thumbs up, and subscribe for more great board game chat. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.